Hey guys, I'm here to see the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie. I've been waiting. Well, you've heard me say that a couple times now. I have been waiting a few weeks. I've mentioned it in the last few videos that I was coming to see this movie. It's been so hard to avoid all the stupid spoilers. There's a ton of people talking about this movie. This is the highest grossing R-rated movie as of yet. So there's a lot of people going to see this movie. I already know, like, Chris Evans is going to be in this movie for a short period of time, reprising his role as the Human Torch from the Fantastic Four movies. I'm pretty sure the Fantastic Four is going to be making an appearance in this movie because it's multiversal. In fact, the Wolverine that we meet in this movie is not from the central Marvel universe, the cinematic universe. It is from a different universe. I'm excited. I'm excited to see this movie. So in just a few seconds, guys, I'll be right back to let you know what I think about the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Just a few seconds, I'll be right back. All right, see you, bye. Hey guys, I just got done watching Deadpool and Wolverine. And I had a really good time with this movie. Let's go ahead and discuss the plot really quickly here. It's just a continuation of the third movie. And I'll give you my idea of why this movie exists in just a second. But basically what happens is that in the beginning, we find out that Deadpool is now living kind of like just a mediocre life, just a run-of-the-mill life where he has like a day job and he goes to work and then he comes home and he takes care of his family. And when this movie begins, this family is throwing him a birthday party, right? But we quickly move on from that with the introduction of the TVA, the time variant associate. Don't ask me. I'll put it in a editor's note. But the TVA comes from the TV series, the Loki TV series, and from the comics too. It was actually an invention of Walt Simonson from Thor. If I remember, that was the first appearance of the TVA. But they are supposed to be the police of the timeline, right? Because Deadpool double-crosses this TVA agent, the TVA agent sends him to the Void, is what it's called. And this comes on. This leads into what the theory of the movie for me. My theory for the existence of this movie is it's just essentially the end of the Fox timeline. So like if you have if you haven't been living under a rock, and if you've read anything on the internet lately, you of course have been, the people have been trying to spoil this movie for you, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be that asshole. I'm not going to tell you that there are tons of cameos in this movie, and they're all from the older movies. I'm not going to tell you who's in it. But it's really fun to kind of pick apart and find out who's in it and who's not. But all the cameos are in this movie. All these characters that we get to see and get to see them fight, they're all from the Fox universe. Yeah, and because of that, we see like a group form, and because of that, we have like this end boss scene that's really, really, really fun because we have all these combined characters from all these different timelines and story plot lines combining to give us a really satisfying end fight scene, right? Here's the thing. This movie, it's if I had to categorize this movie as anything, it would not be a superhero movie and it wouldn't be an action movie. This was straightforward a comedy. There are so many comedic beats in this movie. I couldn't classify it in anything other than a comedy. This movie was so incredibly meta that I guarantee I didn't get all the jokes. But I guarantee there's a lot of people in that movie theater that only got about 25% of that. And it's because they only had the knowledge of that those movies, and probably not even that deep of a knowledge, where I was picking them up left and right. This movie was just chock full of references. And if you guys, I'm probably going to go see this again so that I can see if I can find any more. One of the coolest ones was Deadpool and Wolverine, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, respectively. They have a fight scene together, and in the back, right behind them, there's like a storefront, and one of the stores is Liefield's Footwear, I believe it's called, and that's an incredibly vague and deep dig on Rob Liefeld created Deadpool, and not only that, but if I remember correctly, he was criticized and has a hard time drawing feet. How bizarre! How bizarre is that? That is so cool. And this movie is just riddled with those references, just completely riddled with it. So if you just want to go and just pick apart this movie on reference alone, you're going to have a fun time with this. But if I had any criticism whatsoever, this movie was so incredibly jokey that when it tries to land some of the more serious moments, it almost fails. And there were definite beats where the author and director of this movie wanted us to feel some feels, and unfortunately, I don't think it really succeeded on that level because it was a little too jokey to kind of maneuver in that way. So. Honestly, here's the pluses of this movie. The humor really did land. I really did enjoy that. It was really cool to see Hugh Jackman play that Wolverine character for one last time. And it was really fun to see some of these old Fox characters make their last appearance on that big screen. That was really cool. The minuses of the movie, I guess I would have to say, is since it was so jokey, and it did work really well on that level, but it unfortunately caused it to not work on the more serious levels. So if I would have to grade it, I would give it a good solid 85. Yeah, about an 85%. That's it, guys. 85% is the best I'm going to give this movie, but I would totally recommend seeing this in the movie theater. I think it's worth it. I think that it's fun enough to actually warrant your $12 to go see this movie. So, I gotta go. As always, I do wish everybody peace. Montane, I'll talk to you guys later, and goodbye. I'll see you guys later.